is Linda, aka the Gamer Girl, and you're watching Baltimore Retro Gaming.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. So I know it's been a couple of weeks since I've done a top 10 video. My life's been crazy with work, working at my old job again, shutting my shop down, trying to get a good job at UPS. I've had a lot of stuff going on. So I wanted to do a top 10 video, and I've been seeing a lot of Turbografx games around, whether they be in a retro store or the convention, the Too Many Games convention I was just at over the weekend, which was awesome, by the way. If you haven't seen the pickups video, I've got some pretty cool stuff over at the convention. But I've been seeing a lot of Turbografx games, so I'm thinking, top 10 on the Turbografx. So in today's video, we're going to check out the 10 most expensive loose, whether it be card only or disc only, Hue card or Super CD-ROM disc, the 10 most expensive Turbografx games of 2019. And normal rules apply, no new copies, obviously. We're doing loose disc or card only. No crazy variants and no collector's editions. And I did want to say, thank you for helping me meet my 1,000 subscriber, milestone. I guess that was a milestone of mine. Mark, a goal that I wanted to hit. Last night during the Gaming Off the Grid's live stream, they were live streaming Shovel Knight. I jumped in the chat and they stopped the live stream to get everyone to rally. And not just Gaming Off the Grid, Smash JT too. Everybody rallied around me and got me up over that 1,000 subscriber mark. So everyone during the live stream and everyone subscribed to my channel or that just watches my videos, whether you're subscribed or not, thank you for watching my content. I'm going to do what I can to bring you guys some pretty good content and show you the kind of stuff that I find out in my area and the kind of stuff that I'm playing, because you guys know I like Japanese video games and shoot 'em ups, and that's pretty much been the focus of my channel. Anyway, guys, let's check out the 10 most expensive Turbografx games of 2019. At number 10, we have Godzilla Battle Legends, or just simply Godzilla in North America. Now, this 2D fighting, action game was developed by Alpha System in 1993, and I think published by Hudson Soft that same year. Now, the interesting thing about this game, and I guess maybe the gimmick that it's kind of known for, and I didn't know about this till I did some research online, but Godzilla's appearance changes based on the enemies that you're fighting, kind of reflect the way Godzilla is supposed to look for that particular movie. So I think that's pretty cool. Oh, and one other thing, guys, I did want to let you know I left Magical Chase off of this top 10 list. We all know that game's worth a lot of money, and these top 10 lists are more fun when it's games that, at least for me, that I don't really know about. So I did leave Magical Chase off of this list, but at $190, Godzilla is the 10th most expensive Turbografx game of 2019. At number 9, we have Beyond Shadowgate. Now, this game is a sequel to the 1987 Mac adventure game Shadowgate. Now, this point-and-click adventure game is about Prince Eric, who, upon his return home, learns about his father's death and is framed by the minister of the late king. Now, I'm not sure who this game was actually developed by. Should have done a little bit more research, but it did come out in '93. It is a single-player adventure game, and if you do want a loose copy of this game, it's going to cost you $218, making it the 9th most expensive Turbografx game of 2019. At number 8, we have Dungeon Explorer 2. Now, Dungeon Explorer 2 is an action RPG, kind of in line with games like Zelda, although this game has a lot more RPG elements as far as leveling up, weapons, things of that nature. Now, this was a pretty late release for the Turbo CD, coming out in 1993, so I'd venture to say even people that had the Turbografx didn't really get their hands on this game. There's probably not that many of them in circulation. Now, if you want a physical copy of Dungeon Explorer 2, and keep in mind this is loose disc only, it's going to cost you $219, making it the 8th most expensive Turbografx game of 2019. At number 7, we have Bonk 3, Bonk's Big Adventure CD. Now, this version of Bonk 3, Bonk's Big Adventure, was ported to the Turbo Duo in 1994, and yes, ported, more on that here in a little bit. But the game was also ported to the Wii, Wii U, and PlayStation Store. New gameplay elements in this version of Bonk include power-ups that make you shrink and grow, and a co-op mode. So I wasn't even aware that this game had a co-op mode. And quick story on this game, when I was a little kid, I had this babysitter, and when my mom would leave, or when she would drop me off at the babysitter's house, the babysitter would go to her boyfriend's house. Which was pretty cool because her boyfriend was cool. He had a room full of video games. This was in the early 90s, and he had a Turbografx 16. And one of my first memories of the console was me playing Bonk 3, Bonk's Big Adventure on my babysitter's boyfriend's Turbografx, and I absolutely loved the system. It was the first time I've ever even heard of or seen the system, and it was just a video game memory that really stuck with me for many years. Anyway, if you do want a loose disc-only version of Bonk 3, Bonk's Big Adventure for the Turbo Duo, it's going to cost you $227, making it the 7th most expensive Turbografx game of 2019. At number 6, we have Might and Magic 3. Now, this 1991 first-person dungeon-crawling RPG was developed and published by New World Computing and saw ports on the Amiga, FM Towns, NEC PC 9801, Sega CD, Turbo CD, Super Nintendo, and MS-DOS. So, wow, this game really got around. And, you know, when I think about it, this game, Might and Magic 3, has a lot in common with old Ballfield Becky from around my way. They're both like that dusty-ass subway we got downtown. Everybody gets a ride. Anyway, if you do want a loose disc copy of Might and Magic 3, be prepared to spend $228, making it the 6th most expensive TurboGrafx game of 2019. At number 5, we have Bonk 3 Bonk's Big Adventure. Now, I know what you're thinking, we just went over that game, but this one is the Turbo Chip or Hue Card version. So yeah, there was 2 versions of Bonk's Adventure. I'm willing to guess that the CD version probably has better audio, maybe some a little bit better graphics. I have no idea. I didn't do that much research on the topic, but I do find that interesting that both versions came out for the Turbo Duo and just the regular TurboGrafx 16. Anyway, this was the first version to come out, being the Hue Card version, and it came out in '93, I believe, so that's a year before the Turbo Duo CD version. Anyway, if you want this Hue Card or Turbo Chip version of Bonk 3 Bonk's Big Adventure, it's going to cost you $252. Making it the 5th most expensive TurboGrafx game of 2019. At number 4, we have Super Air Zonk or Super Air Zonk CD. Now, this horizontal shooter was developed by Dual and published by Hudson Soft for the Turbo Duo in '93. It also saw a Wii Virtual Console release in November of 2007. This sequel to the '92 release of Air Zonk is known for having a pretty rockin' rockabilly soundtrack and some pretty slick multi-layered parallax scrolling. Now, this is when the price jumps a lot. If you do want a disc-only version of Super Air Zonk for the Turbo Duo or PC Engine Duo R, whatever you want to play it on, it's going to cost you $442, making it the 4th most expensive TurboGrafx game of 2019. At number 3, we have The Legend of Hirotonma. Now, this is a game I'd never heard of before, and that's why I love doing these type of lists. Anyway, The Legend of Hirotonma is a side-scrolling action platformer run-and-gun style of game that did see a port to the TurboGrafx in '93. Now, this game was also released in the arcades, the PC Engine, of course, Wii, and the Wii U Virtual Console. Now, if you do want a loose copy of this game, be prepared to spend $491, making it the 3rd most expensive TurboGrafx game of 2019. And one other thing about this game, from what I've read online, this game is known for having terrible translation issues, and we can laugh about that kind of thing today, but you know, back in the day, I'm sure it was a big turnoff for people, but it's kind of fun to read that kind of stuff when we go through dialogue. At number 2, we have the Dynastic Hero. So this game comes with an interesting story. So basically, Dynastic Hero is the same as Wonder Boy and Monster World on the Mega Drive, if any of you guys have played that game. Due to licensing issues with the name and during the console wars, they didn't want the same game to get ported to other consoles, thus forcing the name change of Dynastic Hero. Why they came up with that name, I have no idea. But I'm sure a lot of you guys have played some of the Wonder Boy games on Sega's consoles. So I find that to be kind of interesting, and I can definitely see why this game is sought after and desirable. And I think the Wonder Boy games, I think the 3rd one has the shoot 'em up levels, kind of like Mega Man 8. I don't know. If I'm wrong about that, let me know in the comments down below. So, do you want a physical copy of the Dynastic Hero? If you do, it's going to cost you $565. Ugh, God. I'd like to know what a complete copy cost. Anyway, Dynastic Hero is the 2nd most expensive TurboGrafx game of 2019. At number 1, we have Sid Mead's Terraforming, not Magical Chase. Like I said in the beginning of the video, we all know Magical Chase is a very rare, very expensive TurboGrafx game that goes for a ton of money. We all know this, so I wanted to keep that game off this list and just focus on games that at least I don't really know a whole lot about. Anyway, there's very little info about Terraforming online for the PC Engine or the TurboGrafx, but Terraforming has Sid Mead, who contributed artwork to stuff like Time Cop, Blade Runner, and Star Trek, contribute artwork to this game. So I'm sure, other than that being like a shoot 'em up, I'm sure that contributed to a lot of this game's price, value, and collectability. Now, it's said that this game has average gameplay, but the game excels in its artwork and its music, so this is definitely a game I'm looking to get a repro of, or maybe I could just download it and burn a disc and throw it in my PC Engine Duo R. I don't know. I definitely want to play this game. Anyway, if you do want a disc-only copy of Sid Meets Terraforming, be prepared to spend $585 because other than Magical Chase, Sid Meets Terraforming is the most expensive TurboGrafx game of 2019. The TurboGrafx 16 is full of expensive video games. Now, they're not all that expensive, and those are just loose cart. You can find deals, and there's some pretty decent games that aren't going to break the bank. I mean, most of them are kind of pricey, but if you can get into the PC Engine, whether it be the Hue cards or the CDs, and you're into shooters like me, you know, that's the way to go. I actually have a PC Engine. I play all my Turbo CD games on a PC Engine because the CD portion of the console is region free. So that's something to think about. Get a Duo R. If you're into shoot 'em ups, that's definitely the console to go with. Another thing, guys, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to give away yet. I'm going to give you guys some options. Watch my live streams over the next couple of days. I'll give you guys some options of what I should give out for a giveaway. I want to give something to you guys as a thank you for hitting 1,000 subscribers. I want to give something back to the community. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like this video, and if you like awesome video games, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Till next time, peace out. Hold up, guys. Before you go, I want to let you know I'm doing a contest for my 1,000 subscribers, so I'm going to give away a video game, probably a couple of video games, and some awesome t-shirts I have. I might give away a t-shirt. So the link that I have for Gleam, which is who I set up the contest through, is going to be right here. It's going to be in the description down below. Hopefully that works. I never used that software before, so if there's an issue with it, please let me know in the comments or on social media, and I'll address the situation. Peace out, guys.